Hello everybody, and welcome to... Wait, what's this? This is not any of our usual games. It's not Minecraft or TF2 or StarCraft. No, this is a brand new, well, sort of brand new multiplayer game called Warface, and it's being developed by the game company Crytek, which you may have heard of from their previous series such as Far Cry and Crysis. Pretty well-known games. So this is their latest free-to-play game, and it's developed using the CryEngine 3, which is a very powerful render engine, and is also designed to not be too graphics intensive on your computer and stuff. So it's really good, and yeah, I know, that's a great description of it. It's really good. Anyway, as you can see, the graphics in this game are amazing, especially for a free-to-play game. They're definitely on par with high-end games such as Call of Duty and things, which is really impressive. So anyway, I'm just going to kind of give you my first impressions of the game. I've been playing this. This is actually the Russian beta, since it's not out in the United States or in Europe yet. So yeah, this is all in Russian. Well, sort of. I mean, all the writing, as you can see, is in Russian. It makes it a little bit difficult at times to try to do things. For example, I still have not figured out how to upgrade weapons or anything, but ooh, that was a pretty good double kill. Anyway, so I haven't figured out how to do a lot of things, but it still does not inhibit you from playing the game. Also, because it is the Russian beta, basically everybody who's on is either someone in Russia who is into the game and is pretty good and they want to play the beta, or somebody from the United States who really wants to play early, like I did, because I've seen trailers, I saw the amazing graphics, and I'm obsessed with graphics, so I really wanted to try it out. So anyway, that's basically the reason. The point of that was the people I'm playing against are not basically people who would be on the average server when the game comes out. These are people who are pretty good at the game. So yeah, you should just note that if I'm dying a lot, sorry, that's why. Also, another small problem is that the latency is very high, and I think that's simply because of the fact that these are Russian servers, so there's a lot of ping, because I know it's only for me, it's not for a lot of the people who have, like, you can tell if somebody's name is all numbers, then generally it's an American player, or European, or someone who's not Russian. But the Russian players generally have pretty good ping. It looks fine. I mean, I'm just looking at the bars, but it looks good. So that's one thing to note. My ping is very high, and that can sometimes make it difficult to play. And you'll probably have that issue if you download the game, but it's really not that bad all the time. It's only sometimes. So anyway, but yeah, as you can see, the graphics are really amazing in this game. Especially, this map does not really show everything. There is really good lighting in some of the other maps. For example, one where the light streams through the windows. I really love that effect in even movies and stuff. It just looks really nice. And they also have a lot of really nice dust and fog and stuff, as you can see right there. And that's an example of the lag, how I got damaged a little bit late. But it's fine in general. It can make it a bit difficult to get a good score, especially when you're playing against people who are on a much better ping than you are, because I don't think there's much lag compensation yet. I mean, it is still in closed beta, so that makes sense. So yeah, anyway, so the graphics are very good, even though all of the textures are not complete, I do not believe. So some of these textures should be updated, I think. I'm not sure about that. Another thing I really like is you should see soon the hit marker, which is those little red things that appear when you shoot people, are very useful because it shows how much damage you've done, and that was a really bad idea going up there. They always check to the side, and usually with a couple people you're going to lose that fight, so that was probably a bad decision. Anyway, so the hit marker is really good. Also, the gun textures are really nice. I don't know, it's one of the things I really look at, and it looks good in this game, and it makes a difference when you play the game. Just to have things that look nice, to have nice effects and everything, it really does make a difference. At least to me it does. The game mechanics are very good, actually, in general. There are a couple maps that don't flow that well. Also, in this map, for example, as you can see, we really have them spawn trapped here, and we do this throughout most of the game actually, which is kind of a problem. It's not really what you want, but for the most part, a lot of maps are really good. Also, they do have most of the standard first-person shooter game modes, I guess. They have Team Deathmatch, which is what I'm playing now, which is standard to whoever gets the most kills. They also have something which is very similar to Search and Destroy. I believe that's what it's called in most games, where essentially one team starts out with a bomb and the other team has to try to defend the objective from the bomb being placed, and that's one life. And I think that's generally what is played in competitive competitions in gaming, so that could be a sign that Crytek is interested in maybe getting into the competitive gaming scene with this game, and I'd be really interested to see what they do with that. So yeah, those are the only game modes that I've played. Oh no, there's also something similar to Domination or Control Point in TF2, and that's basically one team has, no, I think all the points start off neutral in this game, and you have to try to control them. So that's pretty good. Also, they have a very unique class systems though. So the class systems are, there's the gunmen, I think. I can't remember since I haven't read it since it's in Russian again. But I'll just try to tell you essentially what they are. There's the gunman, which has an assault rifle. Then there's the medic, which has a shotgun. There's the engineer, which is what I'm playing with, the SMG, which is very good because it allows you to place. I'll go over the special abilities, well, not really special abilities, the unique features of each class in a minute. And then there is the sniper class. I believe it's called something else, but I can't remember. So, but it's essentially sniper. So the assault class, which is the first one with the assault rifle, of course, they basically have the ability to refill ammo, so they can give other players ammunition, which is really nice actually, especially when you're playing in the PvE mode, which I believe I neglected to mention before actually. There's also a player versus enemy, where there are a bunch of waves of enemies, and the maps apparently change every day, which is really cool actually. So I'm probably going to try that out. I've tried it out a little bit, but not much. So maybe I'll upload a video on that. Subscribe if you want to see it. Anyway, so yeah, in PvE mode, that's very useful because they can just keep refilling ammo. Or at least to a certain limit. You can't do it forever. The medic has the ability to both heal and revive fallen players. So yeah, that's pretty good. I think there's about a 10-second window in between the time when you die and a medic can revive you, but they can always just walk around and heal people, which is really useful because your health does not regenerate in this game, so it is very good to have a medic. Now the engineer, which is one of my favorite classes, they have the SMG, and you have the ability to place claymores, which, okay, on this map I admit it was probably not that useful. I should have played assault. Yeah, claymores didn't help on this map at all really, but there are some maps where claymores are just amazing. I played the last game and I think I got about half my kills off claymores, because what you can do is you can place a claymore just round a corner, somebody comes around and you get a kill, and it's really good, it's useful. So I like playing engineer. And then of course the sniper class, also, yeah, so engineer special abilities are the claymores, and I think there's something else, but I can't figure out exactly what some of these things are. There are other things, guys, I'm sorry I'm missing them, but again, it's all in Russian, so I don't really know everything. And then the sniper, as far as I can tell, or could tell, it seems to be a pretty standard sniper class. I mean, I couldn't really see any distinction between that and the other classes, and I can't remember any special abilities. There might be some. I'll try to do a video on each of the classes, guys. So if you want to see that, subscribe, because that should be coming up. But yeah, it's really good, and in most of the games, it really does help to have someone playing each class. It's a huge advantage, and it's the only way to really win the game. You have to have an even balance of classes, and an even balance of people who are good at playing classes. Also, as you might have seen right there, sliding while shooting is really effective. It's the equivalent of drop shotting, I guess, in a lot of games, except you're moving, which it's really good. It's useful. I like that. And you can also move really fast, so it's cool. And also another thing is this game is really based off team playing. So yeah. and I'll probably do another video on that in the future, so subscribe. I know I've plugged myself like 4 times telling you to subscribe, so just do it. If you enjoyed the video, please like the video and leave a comment, and again, for maybe the 5th or 6th time, please subscribe. We hope to see you in the next video.